Hi, this is Coach Joe from Activate Your Greatness, and I want to thank you for tuning in here today. This is a special recording. We're talking about today developing mental toughness, and I want to give you some very key principles to help you develop mental toughness, and I hope that you will focus on being stronger. Because the stronger that you are, the more that you will do, the more that you will be proud of yourself, the more that you will be able to serve others. So let's get started with this. And I just want to let you know that I am here to support high achievers who really want to get to their next level. And so if you would like a complimentary complimentary session with me, I'd be happy to give you one. It's a 15-minute session where we go into what your major goals are and what's stopping you, and then I give you some very specific information about how to make some changes or how to take your next steps. So if you want to do that, the information is below. You can go to activateyourgreatness.com/free. And I'd love to have, and also subscribe to this. If you're on YouTube, please subscribe to my channel. I really appreciate that. So let's talk about these 10 power habits to develop mental toughness. So the first power habit to develop mental toughness is to develop a sense of resiliency when faced with difficult situations. Now, we're all going to be faced with difficult situations, so it's not going to be that hard to find one. But the whole idea is to practice this like it's a muscle. Resiliency means to bounce back so that when somebody hits you, you bounce back. And now it might take a little while for you to get yourself situated and get yourself ready to do that, but that's the idea, is to don't wallow in it, but figure out how can you bounce back, how can you take it to the next level. That's a really, really important thing to do. The second power habit to develop mental toughness is to use a mantra when you're struggling. Mantras are basically phrases that you repeat over and over and over again. And this is a very powerful habit to get yourself to focus on what you want to focus on. And one of the great mantras here is, I can do it. So I can overcome any challenge. So you repeat that again and again. I can do it. I can overcome any challenge. I can overcome any challenge. You just repeat it. You don't have to repeat it out loud. You can repeat it in your mind. But the whole idea is to focus on the mantra rather than focusing on the difficulty. And boy, does that make an incredible difference. Focus on mantra. And now we're talking about the third power habit to develop mental toughness. Lean on your support team when you need extra help. And this is sometimes not easy because we're having a problem and we are reaching out to people and we might seem weak. But the support team, if you get the right support team, the people who are going to build you up, who are going to support you, who you can also support when they need support. These are the people that you want to lean on and say, hey, I need help. I need some support. Sometimes even just getting it out of you can really make a huge difference, because that way you're freeing yourself up. So don't lean on support. Don't be afraid. Lean on support. You can be supported in ways that you don't even realize right now. The next power habit for developing mental toughness is speak to yourself with kindness. This might seem a little like wimpy, for developing mental toughness, but it really is important that you speak to yourself with kindness, that you look for ways in which you are succeeding, ways in which you are doing things well. And even if you're not doing well and it's hard, speak to yourself in a way that is kind, that is sensitive to your vulnerability. You can do amazing things if you have the right support, and you are the first support person. So be kind to yourself. Speak with kindness, and if you find yourself not doing that, shift it up. How could I be kind? Ask yourself that question. The fifth power habit of developing mental toughness is challenge your negative thoughts. So if you're in a difficult situation or you're dealing with hard things, challenge your negative thoughts. Of course, you're going to have them. That's a natural thing. But the whole idea is to say, well, is that really true? Is there any way that I could see this differently? Challenge your thoughts because they aren't real. There are many different ways to look at any kind of a situation that you're in. I used to play a lot of tennis, and a lot of times it would be difficult, but I could challenge myself to say, I am going to stick in there. And who knows? You might win, even if you just stick in there and you challenge your thoughts. So challenge any negative thoughts that you have and watch the magic begin. Power habit number 6 to develop mental toughness is practice deep breathing and havening to bring yourself back to a state of calm. Because a lot of times you're going to get out of balance when you need to be tough. It might be a very, very challenging situation. And one of the things that you can do is, first of all, you can do the deep breathing. Okay, deep breath in. And then I like to breathe out through the mouth. The other thing you can do is you do what's called havening. And you just haven down your arms as you're breathing, taking a deep breath. And breathe out your mouth. Just doing those things can be very powerful in turning around a difficult situation. Power habit number 7 to develop mental toughness is that you've got to see that making mistakes and failing are a natural part of success. Sometimes people say that the more that you fail, the faster that you fail, the faster that you'll succeed. And if I fail faster than you, I'm going to succeed faster than you. Well, that's only true if you take the perspective that the failing and the mistakes are a natural part of your success. So that's what you want to believe, and that's what you want to exhibit is, okay, I failed. Okay, I made a mistake. Get up, wipe yourself off, get back to work. Because this is natural. This is part of the power of succeeding includes failing. Number 8 of the power habits to develop mental toughness is to get in the practice of identifying the lessons that you've learned through making mistakes. So when you make a mistake, not only is it a natural part of the success process, but it's also something that you can learn from and really grow from quickly if you make it a habit to develop, to really practice looking at that failure, looking at that mistake and saying, how can I learn from this? How can I take the major lesson from this and make it something that I can move forward with? So it's really what I call being anti-fragile. Anti-fragile. Okay, not only are you, it's not that you're fragile, it's not that you're not fragile, but you're anti-fragile. That's what you want. Power habit number 9 of the habits to develop mental toughness is let yourself experience your emotions. Sometimes it's hard. You're going through a difficult situation and you're going to have some intense emotions. So let yourself experience them. Don't hide away from them. Don't push them down. Experience them. And one of the things that I have found to be the most powerful technique to use when you're experiencing negative emotions is tapping. So what you might want to do is just tap. You can tap around your eyes. That's a great place. And right here on the collarbone, all around your eyes and the collarbone. If you just do those few tapping points, and while you're feeling these emotions, while you're breathing, you will reduce the intensity of those emotions significantly, and you're not going to be withholding them or shoving them down. And this is number 10 of the 10 power habits to develop mental toughness. Accept criticism gracefully. So criticism is not easy to take sometimes. But if you can accept it gracefully, if you can accept it as a benefit to you, or even at least if you can just accept it gracefully without attacking, without trying to fight back, accept it gracefully and you will find that criticism will not hurt you anywhere near like you would think that it would, and you will be stronger and not allowing the outside world to get you down. Accepting criticism is just a part of life, and we need to get used to. We need to get powerful and strong. You can do it. So those are the 10 power habits for developing mental toughness that I'm presenting to you today. And I think there are many habits that you can develop for mental toughness. But try one of those. Look at it and say, well, which one of these is really going to serve me in my developing mental toughness? Because I want to be tougher. I really do want to be tougher. And so if you can just focus on one of these and pull yourself up, it's going to make a huge difference. Experience your emotions. Accept the difficulty. And really be intent on developing your mental toughness. Will make such a difference in your life. Again, I want to thank you for being here, and if you would like a free complimentary consultation with me, go to activateyourgreatness.com/free, and I'll be happy, and fill out the application. I'd be happy to give you 15 minutes of real valuable input, feedback, and work together. So thanks so much, and have a great day.